Welcome back everyone to Beautiful Design Tutelage. Today is part 1 of creating a website using my phone. So I'll be creating a website using my phone. You can also get your code editor, your mobile phone code editor on Play Store, and it's called Acode. The link would be in the description below. So first thing I'll be doing now is to tell the browser that this is an HTML5 element or an HTML5 code. So how do I do that? I'll be opening my tag first, then I'll be putting an exclamation mark, then I'll be putting in capital letter doc type HTML. The HTML would be in a lowercase. Yes. Then the next thing we need to remember is that on an HTML code, the basic layout is for the HTML to come first. Then inside the HTML we can have the head and the body. Yes, we have the head and the body. Inside the head is not mostly seen on the screen. Yes, anything we input on the head we can't see on the screen, but what we put on the body is what we are seeing on the website. We also have a footer as well, but let's just move on to the head first. But first we have to put our HTML tag. Remember, the basic layout is HTML first, and inside HTML we can then have our head and our body. So let's put our HTML. Then I'll be giving the browser a language to use. So I'll be giving it an English language to use. English. Okay. So we have language English. Then I'll be closing my HTML tag. And how do I do that? I'll just be putting a slash in between and then HTML. Remember, the slash in between shows that this is a closing tag. Yes, that this is a closing tag. Now between this closing tag, remember, inside the HTML tag we are going to have an head and a body. So inside the HTML tag now I'll be putting an head. So head, the format has worked, so I'll just be putting an head. Inside the head now we can have many things, but mostly we have metas, titles, and links to other pages on the screen. A link to other pages, like a link to our CSS. Yes, when we start to do CSS for this website, you would see that we really need a link to our CSS. So what do I need for my header? First, I'll be using the meta element or the meta tag. Chassis UTF-8. This is telling the browser how to read our code. This UTF-8 is telling the browser how to read our code. So I'll be closing it now. The meta tag doesn't need a closing element, just closing it with the bracket is enough. So the second meta I'll be having is the name of my name, that is the author name. The author name won't be shown on the screen, but for any screen reader, that's for any maybe AI or robots that are reading our page, they'll be able to see who exactly created this page. So meta name, so I'll be using author, meta name author. Then the content of the author, that is who is the author exactly. I'll be using my name, my exact name, okay Daniel. So okay Daniel. Okay, so we have a meta author. Now I want to describe my page also. Remember, all this we are writing here won't be shown on the website. All of this is going to be for all those machines that just want to see exactly how the codes look like. Remember, we can also inspect different codes using our browsers on our system or laptops. So I'll continue now. The next meta element we'll be having is meta as well, meta name, just like the way we did the other ones. Meta name. we'll be having description. Yes, I'll be describing my page using this meta element description. Okay, and then the content I'll be using a description for the page. So I want to create a website for a car company, so I'll just be writing creating a website for a car company YouTube tutorial. So I'll be closing my tag now. Can we see we have a meta name author, meta chassis UTF-8 to tell the browser how to read our code. Author, that is my name. Meta name, the description. The next we can also have is title. Yes, we'll be giving the title. This title would be seen on the title or on the search bar on our code. Yes, on the search bar of our browser. So I'll just be creating a title element. Can you see we have the closing element already, closing tag already formatted for us by Acode. So title, let's just say needs automobile. Needs automobile. Okay, to this extent now, let's see what we've just done. By clicking on this play icon here, we can see our page. So I click on the play icon now and we have it. Can we see there is nothing on the page? Just like I said, on the head element you cannot see what is on the head element on the page. What we are going to be seeing there is the neat automobile, which is on the search bar. We have it here. Neat automobile on the search bar. So it is our title on the HTML code. So the next thing I'll be doing now, after I've have the title, normally I will create a link to my CSS page, but we haven't created the CSS page. But let's just link it for now. Let's link it. Opening it, I'll be clicking on link. This is somehow different from the meta tag because we are linking to another page, so we need the link element. Then rel is equals to the then style sheet. The style sheet is called CSS, that's cascading style sheet. So we'll just be writing style sheet. Then the href means this is the link we are going to put there. Href means a link that will be inputting there. So the href now would be c, or let's just name our code or our css code style.css. So now we have a link to our style.css, that is our css page. It hasn't been created yet, but we already have the link to it. So anytime we just create a css page for it, it would link directly to this HTML. So after the head element now, we'll be having the body element. So I'll be talking about the body element in the next tutorial. So stay tuned. This is Beautiful Design Tutelage. Don't forget to like and subscribe.